Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to your third and final feature game of Week 2 DCHL action. Two Jacks, no Coke versus the Scabs. I'm your host, Jason Stitch, and I'm joined by my co-host and color commentator, Jessica. Jessica, how are you doing?
I'm doing very well. I'm very excited.
Yeah, absolutely.
This should be a really good game.
Yeah. Two teams, the two Jacks, probably the favorite in this game, going against the Scabs, who are also a very good team.
But you can't,
Definitely.
Can't underestimate the Scabs. Not with Carlos and not with Johnny and Ned.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a very good point. The refs taking their time to get the face off. Referee Suds having trouble with the scoreboard, probably because he's just slow like that.
Yes, it's not the third period if you see that.
Right.
Going first.
Anyway, board work now.
Ben kept it in.
Absolutely. Jake Smith with a shot, and it goes wide. John Robson net for the Scabs. Sean Sampson in net for the Jacks. Chris Breen makes his return to the DCHL. He is the one in that oddly colored green shirt and baseball cap. Todd, now the Scabs, has it. He's going to hit it up. Ben's not able to keep it in. He's going to hit to Jake, though. The Jacks do touch up, and now Jake's going to dump it deep.
I don't know if they noticed that.
Oh, yep. And
Neil's got it. They're coming back now.
yeah, absolutely. Jen offsides there, forced to touch up. Scabs now have it in the offensive zone. I think that's Carlos with it now. I guess Carlos got past to Brian Smalley. High shot, though. Carlos has it. Tries the backhand pass, but Jen is there to pick it up. And the rush will start up. It's a little out of Jake's reach, though, but John's going to come on that and play it. It hits off of Jake.
He's still in. Jen has it. Shot.
Shot goes wide. Chris Breen is there to pick it up. Brian Smalley putting pressure on. Pass to Jake. Jake's going to shoot. Stopped by John. And Jake's going to get it again. Allison was there to back him up in the event that the puck trickled past him. Chris and Charlene now working in the corner. Pass. Ben has it. Backhands it. But Carlos is there to pick it up. But shot by Jake. Good shot by John so far. So, Jess, what are your observations thus far? We're only about 2 minutes into the game.
No, I think both teams have been playing well. I think the Jacks have been definitely dominating. It's mostly been in the Scabs zone. But it's only 2 minutes. It's not too much time.
Absolutely. Momentum can turn on a dime. We've seen it before. Mike there trying to hit it in, but he is able to keep it in.
Okay, Ruben has it, fighting for it. Back to Charlene.
Charlene's going to hit it deep. Allison's going to go back to pick it up. And no, actually, it's going to be whistled for icing. So it's going to go all the way back into the Scab zone.
I feel like one of their defenders was saying that.
Yeah. The hybrid icing rule always open to interpretation, especially when referee Suds is out on the floor, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Modica of the Jacks here to take the face-off. Frank had a record-setting only one penalty last game. Frank, of course, notorious for his numerous penalties in seasons past. And Mike not able to keep it in. The Jacks will have to touch up. Ruben's there to pick it up. Ruben's going to take it. Mike putting on good defense, though. He's using the body. He's got to be careful with how much body he uses, though, or else he'll be called for a penalty. Doesn't cross the line into penalty territory, though, and able to pass it up.
They're offside.
And Scabs whistled for offsides.
That's surprising, because even though I don't know that player's name, they're all familiar faces.
Yeah, the Jacks have a couple new players, as do the Scabs. Brian Smalley was on the Scorpions, now the Stingrays, last season, but now he is with the Scabs. The Scabs also losing Mike Medina, who moved to the Greenback Boogies to help them out on defense. Carlos has it now. Passes it up. And Mike there to pick it up. And it's turned over to the Scabs. Good shot. Good stop by Sean. Frank Modica now passes it up, but he passes it to Charlene, but she dumps it down to where the Scabs are going to have to touch up. They do. Carlos is going to put pressure on now. Mike hits it up to Frank. Frank, good job tying up the stick of the Scabs player. And
what was the call?
actually,
but they didn't touch it.
not so much a good play in hindsight, because it's going to be whistled for slashing. So Frank taking his first penalty of the game, slashing. So 2 Jacks, no Coke going to be on the penalty kill for this for the next 2 minutes here. And Jess, do you think the Scabs can take advantage?
I'm not sure. Well, they'll have to start, holding the line a little bit better. So let's see what happens.
Yep, Carlos there to take the face-off for the Scabs. Brian Smalley in waiting. As is Charlene. Charlene's gonna keep it in, shoot, but it goes high. Shot, but it goes on the side of the net.
Oh, Brian wide open right there.
Yeah, Brian is wide open. Jen alertly picks him up though. Brian swings and misses. But on the second effort, Brian Smalley with the goal, and the Scabs are up 1-0. Yeah, they did.
That was a very nice shot.
So the Scabs capitalizing on their power play opportunity. So Brian from Carlos and Vicky is the call. Scabs at 1-0, 9:33 left in the first period. And the Jacks would like to have that one back, but it's how it goes sometimes. Jake Smith takes face off for the Jacks. He wins it. Pass up to Chris Breen. Chris is going to dump it in. Pass Charlene. Charlene gets a good job getting her stick down to flex it wide. Todd has it. Todd's going to hit it up. Brian Smalley has it now. Brian already with 1 goal. And so a long shot, but it's stopped by Sean. Vicky with the shot there. And Jake dumps it along the boards there. Charlene's there to pick it up. And it's going to be whistled offsides. Carlos tried to deflect it away from his face. And because he touched it, it's going to be offsides. Probably a smart move on Carlos's part. A couple players have gotten hit in the face the past 2 weeks, so we definitely don't want to see anybody lose a tooth or get hurt. Face-off happening now. Won by the Jacks. Ruben's going to hit it deep, though. It's not going to be called icing because he was just near the center line there. Ref's whistling to move it. Ben and Vicky there. Ben Schnabel of 2 Jacks, one of the better defenders in the DCHL. He also plays in X Division for Zen Masters. Good stop by Sean. Allison hits it up to Chris. Jake's going to take it now. He's going to hit up. Charlene's there to take it, and Ruben's going to get called.
I think it was back here when it was in the Jack zone. I saw a little bit of boarding going on between him and Chris.
Yep, so Ruben called for the interference. So now the Jacks on the power play, and they now have the opportunity to score a goal here and tie the game. The scoreboard still says 0-0, but I'm going to chalk that up to operator error. It is 1-0 in favor of the Scabs right now. Jack's able to keep it in. Jen there. And now it's out of the zone. Jacks will have to touch up. Ben is there to take it. He's going to dump it, though. Todd's going to hit out of the zone. And successfully iced by the Scabs. Allison's there to pick it up. And she tries to pass, fans on it. She has it again, though. Good second effort by Allison to keep on the puck. Jake's going to try to run to it. He's going to be beat by the Scabs player. No, he has it, actually. Taking it up. Good movement by Jake. Oh, and it gets behind him. Ben using his feet. And he's going to pass it to Jake. But good job by Charlene to keep in the zone. But the second effort by the Jacks gets it out of the zone. Chris Breen's going to pressure now.
Keep in mind, too, that Scabs are on a penalty kill.
Yep, absolutely.
That whole moment.
Pass to Chris Breen, but it doesn't go through. Does not connect. Pass to Jake. Shot by Ben, but Charlene blocks it. And Ben is not able to keep it in the zone, so the Jacks will once again have to touch up. They're still on the power play, but not able to get much going so far. Scabs doing a good job killing this penalty. Todd has it. He's going to ice it. Oh, no, it's going to hit the neutral. And Chris is going to dump it deep. It's technically going to count as a shot on net, but John saw it all the way. Jake with a shot. It's blocked. Chris passes it to center to Mike and Jen, and oh, it goes just wide. Mike's there to pick it up though. Jake, and an amazing save by John Romps. Amazing save by John with the glove. He was down on the ground and able to lift his glove up and make that save. Otherwise, that was a sure goal for the Jacks there. John standing on his head all day today. He's played in several games and he's done outstanding in all of them. So both teams will get a line change going here. Carlos to take it for the Scabs. Frank to take it for the Jacks. Oh, and a shot off the faceoff by Frank. John is able to swallow it up though, and John tries to kind of Alex Ovechkin it, but fails miserably. And Frank tries another shot off the faceoff. It doesn't go through though. It's hit back to Mike. Mike hits it back to Frank. Frank tried to pass it center. And Mike is going to...
Oh, man. Just get off the floor. It is your penalty, yes. Please get off the floor now.
Yep, so Mike going to be called for the wheeling for the high sticking penalty, and you bring up a good point, Jess. Players this season have to be careful about arguing calls because we got it. If you argue a call with the refs and you're not a captain or assistant captain, you will be called for what's called a non-compliance penalty. It's a new penalty this season, and basically it's a result of the refs being tired of players arguing every single little call when they don't know the rule book themselves. That is Suds' quote, that's not mine. So look for that to be called a lot this season if players deem that they are within their rights to argue. Unless you're a captain or assistant captain, you're better off just letting it go. So Jack's putting together a little bit of a rush there, but it's now in the zone, and the Scabs now have a rush going. Not able to get to Carlos though, and it's along the boards. Brian gonna take a long shot. It goes wide though. Frank's gonna pick it up and played. It's not gonna be called for a high stick on Brian. It was below the shoulder level. Charlene has it now. And long shot, but it goes well wide. And shot by Carlos, that one also goes wide, hits the back of the wall. And the Scabs putting together a flurry of shots, but none of them are connecting, are getting close enough to the net. Jack's having trouble clearing the puck out of their zone. They are on the penalty kill, so they are allowed to ice it in this instance. Good stop by Sean.
45 seconds left in the penalty.
Yep, penalty will expire at 1:45. Still 1-0 in favor of the Scabs right now. The scoreboard has finally been updated. And Chris Breen of the Jacks tries to ice it. Doesn't get a good enough handle on it, but Jake Smith has it. Jake's gonna break away. And oh, it goes wide. Jake almost with a shorthanded goal. He has a second effort though, but it's hit away. And John Romps yelling from his own net for his players just to get shots on net. Chris Breen the pressure. Sterling's gonna dump it to Vicky. Shot, but Sean saw it all the way. And oh, it initially got loose from him, but he's able to fall on it before Carlos can get there. And face. Yep.
Oh yeah, okay, they are.
Yep, Jack's now at full strength. They cannot ice it without incurring the wrath of the referees. Mike's back to take it for the Jacks. Tries to hit up, but it goes right to Ruben. Good block by the Jacks though, preventing that shot from getting any momentum, and a save by Sean. Bounces off his chest and into his glove. So the Jacks having some trouble defensively, not able to get the puck out of their zone cleanly. And another example of that there, Ruben has it again. Chris Breen using his feet, and now it's up to Jake Smith. Jake Smith has it, he uses his feet as well. He's got some momentum, but good job by Todd in getting his feet in there himself and breaking up that, and Charlene, breaking up that rush. Back to Jake now. Back to Chris Breen. He's going to shoot it, but it's going to be blocked. And it's going to go. It's going to go. Sean's going to play it up. Good play by Sean to hit it deep. Pass to Chris, but it doesn't connect. Shot blocked by Mike. Ruben keeps it in the zone. The Scabs kind of taking their time and advancing into the offensive zone. And Charlene is back to take it now. Tries to hit it past Chris Breen, and it goes off his foot. And Chris gets a shot on, and that shot will count, but it doesn't go in the net as John made the stop. So that will conclude this first period of action. I'm going to get shots on net, hopefully, here in a moment. Maybe, maybe not. It's always hit or miss with Suds. We'll wait another moment here. And I'm just going to give it to you folks. At the beginning of the second period, this first period of action, sponsored by Walmart. We'll see you in a bit.